you don't work like this many years to get to where you are, to put the phone down now. Like, and
that just means more. And I don't know. I just want moms to feel proud when they wear it. Like, you know, yes, I'm a mama. Yes, I have kids.
Out there, we're
dope. We are dope. We are so.
We always gotta preface it with something.
What had happened was.
Yes.
And because representation matters.
Oh, yeah.
The more we see
when I hear this, I'm about to beat this face.
Yes.
That is awesome. I'm like clapping for you, sis. That's great. That is
I'll
great.
clap for myself.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and launch my own business because I see so many business owners.
Don't even listen to that little voice on the inside of you that's like, because I know I was like, listen, I'm still wearing my mask. I don't know what you're doing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sadie Says It All. We are so happy to be back with you this season. It seemed like it's been a long, time off, but it actually hasn't been, but it feels that way. But so if you are watching us on the GIM Network, thank you so much, because the GIM Network is our new home. And it is the new jewel in television for women. I'm always messing with this camera. Yeah, so it's the new jewel in television for women. So thank you so much for checking us out here. And just so you know now, in about 2 weeks or so, check me out on the YouTube channel, Sadie Says It All, Meet the Woman Behind the Business, because there you will find this same video, but also with discount codes, because I can put some discount codes there. So I'll have some for you. So make sure you check the video out there, and it'll also be on my podcast in another 2 weeks. But anyhow, thank y'all for joining us here on the GIM Network right now. Now, as y'all know, I'm always bringing you amazing business women, amazing women in the community, and today is no exception. So today, our guest is Shana Lorde, okay? Shana is the founder of Let Us Swim, out here giving swimming lessons, y'all. Welcome, Shana.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being allowing me to be on this platform.
Yeah, no, I'm just glad that you were able to join us, because I actually reached out to you. I think we may have been wrapping up season 2. I don't know. It's been a minute, but I reached out to you then just to see if you would be able to do the show, because I love what you're doing. And actually, when I like to let all of the audience know, where I found people. But first, Shana, where are you located?
I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Fort Lauderdale. I've been there once and I loved it. And my girlfriend's relocating down there because I'm in Pennsylvania. So ain't nothing fun, sunny, nor exciting here.
You're cold. That's what it is over there. Cold.
Exactly. It's cold. So yeah, my husband was talking. He was like, yeah, you ever thought about like relocating down? Because I'm from South Carolina originally. So he was like, you ever thought about relocating down there? And we both know, we toyed with the idea, but we can't, because we both have kids, and the other parents are here, and you can't go uproot there. Yeah, whatever. So
yeah, it's not.
We're trying to keep everybody happy. Right now, everybody happy. So we just gonna stay in the cold, and make do for a few more years, But I like to let everyone know where I run across certain businesses. And I found you on Instagram. And when I saw your business, I got really excited. And I'll tell you why later. But I was like, oh, let us swim. I was like, Black people out here giving swimming lessons. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I need to connect. Yes. Then I was like, I saw for myself that you were in Florida. I was like, oh, good for the Florida people.
It's good for the Florida people. Yeah,
good for the Florida people.
Trust me, I'm looking to figure out in the future. So
Okay, well, you know what, girl? Let me tell you. I mean, I'm gonna get into these questions I'm gonna ask, but trust me, when you do, I ain't gonna say if, when you do stretch out, it's a lot of people that'll be waiting for you. Trust me, trust me. But
That's good to know.
yeah. But so I want to ask you, like, what made you start Let Us Swim? I mean, was it a particular incident, something that transpired, or was it just that you saw a need for it in the community?
So I'm gonna just give you just a really brief, as quickly as I can, history of myself.
Right.
I grew up as a swimmer. Since the age of 5, I've been competing.
Wow.
And then I stopped. Obviously, I stopped. Got old, the whole 9 yards. But then I worked in the medical field in the pediatric emergency room. And so what happened about 3 years, actually it happened probably closer to 5 years ago. We had a set of twin girls that came in and they had drowned. So they were probably about 5 years old at the time. And it just really hit me in the sense that, you know, whenever a drowning came in, it was one of us.
Yeah.
And so sadly, the statistics say that we will drown more than our counterparts, our white counterparts, more than our Hispanic counterparts. And boys actually have a higher rate of drowning across the board.
Wow.
So when that happened, it kind of really hit home because my son was also around that age. And with the realizing that drowning is the leading cause of children between the ages of 1 and 5, I said something really needs to be done. I worked with some amazing physicians who agreed and helped and really pressed me in this direction of teaching children how to swim. And so what we did is I went ahead and launched it, and I started from small beginnings. And now I'm at a point where I'm able to hire people, all those great things, and looking to hire some in other states. So, but the biggest thing is I wanted other children and other adults who look like me to see people like them swimming, because you know the majority of the time the reason why we don't swim, it's either our skin or our hair, or just stop doing that stuff because you know Black people don't swim. So a lot of, and it's true because in the elite world of swimming, we are less than 1% of elite swimmers, less than 1%.
Right.
So with those statistics out there, my biggest thing was, let's build a platform. Let's build something where kids who look like you and I will see that it's okay for them to do something different and they can swim as well. They have other options. We don't only play football and we don't only run track.
Right. Yeah.
Or basketball.
Yeah.
So I mean, it came from the need in the community, and I'm really big on teaching the purposely underserved communities, because they deserve to know how to swim as well.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's funny when you were mentioning about, you know, our hair or different things like that, different factors that were going into maybe why we didn't learn or why we didn't. I've had people ask me, well, why is it, you know, Black people, you know, don't really learn how to swim or know how to swim? And I told them, just like based upon my experience, because I told them when I was growing up as a kid, I was like, I didn't have access to a pool. I mean, I just didn't. And then my mother, I'm pretty sure my mother didn't know how to swim. And she wasn't exactly pushing me in the direction to learn how to swim. It was just kind of like, this is what it is. This is what we really don't do. So we're just going to stay here in this box, you know. And then till, you know, I didn't grow up with much of anything. So, well, if it cost any funds to learn where I was from, then that definitely wasn't happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
you know, I was like, it's not that we wouldn't have wanted to learn. I was like, it just like what you're offering up, you know, to underserved communities. Like if a program like yours or business like yours would have been in my community, then I'm quite certain that many of us, you know, would have taken, you know, that step to learn, you know. And why not?
Absolutely.
Because it was something that we could see, especially our own people offering it up, you know. That's even more of a like, ooh, this is something that's safe for that's safe
Right.
for
Like we can do this. Really, we can do it. So
right.
absolutely. And lack of access is definitely probably one of the major keys and major issues in Blacks learning how to swim because, you know, like I'm here in South Florida. There's a gazillion programs out there for people to learn how to swim. This is the issue is there's no access. So if you take away their ability to actually use the program, then they still can't use the program and they still can't learn how to swim.
Right.
So you take the pool out of their community, how are they going to learn how to swim? It doesn't matter what program you got.
Exactly. Where they doing it at? Where? Where?
Yeah, like where are they supposed to go? They supposed to walk it there? Like how are they supposed to get there?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and there is nobody taking a bus if they got 5 kids.
Right. Yeah. And I want to ask you too, because I'm going to get into another part of why your business caught my eye when I was on Instagram. But like, what do you think has been, and I think it's probably easy to say, but what has been your biggest reward from, you know, since you've started this program? Like, has it been, you know, seeing the growth or actually seeing the progress of the people that participate? Like, what do you think has been the biggest thing that you've gotten out of this?
Seeing that they can save themselves. I've had a couple kids where the parents have told me that, oh, you know, they got so scared because their child fell in the water. But I saw that they actually, all those things that you taught them was able to be used. They were able to float. They were able to find the wall, climb out, and they were fine. More recently, I had one little boy, he's 5, and his baby brother fell in the water. And he actually saved his baby brother. I don't know if you saw the post, but I actually posted about him and why it's so important for us to know how to swim, because it's not just about saving yourself, it's about being able to also save the life of another. And he was able to save his baby brother. At 5 years old, he was able to save his brother.
Wow. You know, that God, it's like I'm getting so teary because
and his brother is 3.
And you know, and it's, I mean, especially in Florida, I mean, anywhere, you know, it's great to know how to swim anywhere you are, but in Florida, there are a lot more, I would think, like pools and access to different, you know, bodies of water and things of that sort. So,
Absolutely.
you know, being, you know, knowing how to swim anywhere is actually something that you want. So when I was looking on your Instagram page, when I first came across you, and then I was just scrolling all through your page, and you had one particular post that asked about our swim story. Like, what's your swim story? And I would tell you, I don't know how to swim still. Now, I placed it on my vision board for the first time this year. I placed it on my vision board. Now, I have 2 daughters. My older daughter, she learned how to swim when she was like a peanut, because her father's family had a pool, and, you know, and I was like, great, you know, I trust y'all, you know, let her learn that, you know, and she learned very quickly.
Absolutely.
And then later on in life, I had my younger daughter who has autism. And for her, like she's always loved the water, always loved the water. You know, we would put the floaties on her and everything and get out there. But I was limited because I didn't know how to swim. So I had access to a pool, but then I couldn't take her because I didn't know how to swim. So her father knows how to swim and all that family. So he got her in lessons, and my baby girl knows how to swim. And
Awesome. And
I feel like I can't even tell you. And I think her learning how to swim has put me more even in the mindset of, okay, now mama, you gotta stop playing around. You know, you need to learn how to swim. So that's on my vision board this year for me to get that accomplished, because like I just look at her and I'm just like so overjoyed that she knows how to do that, because it was another level of worry for me, because I was concerned on whether or not she would be able to learn how to do that. And she did. And I was just like, oh my God, like I'm just like,
absolutely.
you know.
And that's the thing is so many people, so many parents, caregivers with children who have autism, they don't believe that their child can learn how to swim. Or, you know, they're like, well, my child is nonverbal. How are they supposed to learn how to swim? I was like, you don't need to know how to talk to swim. You just need to swim.
Right.
And they learn by watching. They learn by repetition. They're very visual learners.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I always tell them, don't take away their brilliance. You know, don't put them on a lower standard, thinking, oh, they can't talk, oh, they might not, they can't learn how to swim. Don't do that. But please.
I mean, because for me, it was a lot of fear for me, like, you know, just going into that mother's mobile. I was like, oh my God, you know, but still in the mindset of like, she's got to learn, you know. And
absolutely.
And, you know, the fact that I would watch her before she learned how to swim with her little floaties on, and she was just like in her Zen place. And I was like, how dare I keep her from that? She loves to swim. And it's like, I'm just
absolutely.
like, so she loves the water. She loves to swim. So I'm just like, so excited for her. And I was like, now she done kicked her mother in the butt. And I'm going to learn. And, I think I've made a bigger deal of it in my head growing up, you know, all those years not knowing. And so it's been a bigger thing in my head than it actually is. So I'm just, you know, I just got to do it.
And that's okay. I mean, if you didn't grow up seeing people that look like you swimming and the access wasn't there, I mean, what were you able to do? You know what I mean? So, but having it on your vision board is definitely step number one. You know, it's definitely step number one.
Yeah. So I was telling my husband, he said, okay, well, you got this on the board, but I'm like, look, I'm putting it on the list too. It's on a to-do list. It's not just on the board. Like, I got it on a to-do list. And I'm gonna get it done, like, you know. And he's like, well, I can teach you. And I'm like, if you want to stay married to me in a happy marriage, no, you cannot. You know, let me go to a professional and learn how to do this. I'm not fooling with you, because, you know, it ain't gonna go well.
I know it's getting dark here. I'm here trying to get these lights to come on.
No, it's okay. But I know you know, kind of rearranged your location right now so that you could film with us. And I so appreciate you being here. And we're not going to do the game, because I usually do this game with people, but I know you got construction stuff going on. So I'm going to let you be able to wrap up and leave. But what I also want to say to you, because this is so important, I'm actually launching a magazine, a Meet the Woman Behind the Business magazine. We'll be launching in April. And I would love to put like full page ad of your business and stuff in the magazine, because I just think it's so important that we get it out there to our people that, you know.
Absolutely. That's an honor. Thank you.
No, I'm just so moved by what you're doing. And I just so wish, you know, we're in a lot other, you know, communities. And like you said, you know, you're looking to do that, you're growing that. So I'm gonna be looking out, and whenever, you know, I could put a word out or anything like that, then I would love to do so. So
Absolutely. And you know, with growing out, a lot of people look for the prime real estate. I'm actually looking for underserved communities, abandoned pools in Black communities, because that's the problem. You know, the problem is they keep shutting our pools down in our neighborhoods for no reason. And so I hope to be across the United States within the next 2 to 3 years. If not, I'm okay with that. I'll just keep trying. But I definitely want to at least get the word out,
right,
to what we're doing and what we're about, and get people who look like us swimming. You know, I push my kids that I do teach, I push them to the swim team, let them see what it's like, you know. And hopefully, I have 2 kids that just went to the swim team. I have another 2 young girls who are in their early teens that are headed for the Olympics in 2024. So we do all levels of swimming, and it's literally trying to get them from the top all the way up to Olympics, you know, every single level of swimming. That's what we do.
Wow.
Because people need to see that we're out there. You know, they need to see that we're doing this. We're able. You can swim too. And the name of my company wasn't by chance. It's definitely about letting us swim.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I again think what you're doing is awesome. It's so needed, especially in our communities. I mean, we have been denied that for so long. I mean, and your name of your company, Let Us Swim, it, you know, it took me back to days of signs, you know, being up saying no colors allowed, no black, like it took me back to that when I read it. So
that's
it was
where
like,
it came from.
yes. And I'm like, that's a movement. I'm like, that's a movement, right?
Yes.
That's the movement.
And
So,
that's exactly what this is. It is truly a movement, and that's what it's about. It's a movement to let us swim. And I'm glad you were able to catch on to that. A lot of people haven't, but that's okay. I know what the purpose is. The name says it all.
yes, yes. But you know, again, thank you so much for joining us here. And I'm going to place your Instagram handle and all of that in this video so that people will know where to go find you on Instagram. And again, when it airs on YouTube, I will have the website link and all of that there. And like I said, I'm going to place that ad in my magazine. I'm actually going to speak with Hype magazine because they have another issue coming up next quarter. And I'll see about getting an ad in there, because it's just really, I'm just so moved by all of this. I don't know if it's more so because I have not learned how to swim yet. So it affects me in a different way, seeing that, you know, there's somebody out there that's providing what I needed in my community when I was, you know, when I was young as well. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. So again, Shana, thank you so much for joining us. And everyone, make sure you go follow Let Us Swim on Instagram, because they're doing amazing things. And check out their website and see if there's somewhere you can be kind of a support. You know what I'm saying? Hint, hint. Go check it out. See what you can do. But I will definitely be reaching out to you again. And thank you so much for joining us today. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on the Sadie Says It All, Meet the Woman Behind the Business series. And we will see you all next time. Bye.